Good evening and thanks so much for joining us for your local coronavirus headquarters update. I'm Martha Koloski. It has been 77 days since the first confirmed COVID-19 case was reported in Wisconsin. Since then, businesses have closed, causing about 250,000 Wisconsinites to seek unemployment benefits. Now state Republicans are suing over Governor Tony Evers' extension of his safer at home order through May 26th. Reporter Mal Meyer spoke with the governor about some of the state's most pressing issues in an interview you'll only see on News 8 Now.
This week, Governor Tony Evers unveiled his plan to gradually ease restrictions through increased testing, contact tracing, and a decline in new cases.
There are areas in the state that also have low numbers or no numbers.
It's been 12 days since La Crosse County has reported a new case. The governor says this and other issues need to be considered, but parts of the state may gradually reopen sooner.
We're always willing to take a look at that, and we will going forward.
Governor Evers acknowledges small businesses have taken the brunt of the effort. In Evers' Badger Bounce Back plan, businesses could reopen gradually.
We have to make sure that it's done slowly and thoughtfully, and then we have to see if it's working.
However, he says there will be businesses that will continue to struggle even if able to reopen. Evers is hopeful leaders can get more money into their hands and will be looking for help from Washington, D.C.
Small business people and our farmers in particular, I think, have taken a real beating.
Workers have also suffered. Some who were laid off because of the crisis say they've been waiting weeks for unemployment benefits. What would you say to those workers, and what is the state doing to address this issue?
That's one of the things that are really troubling because people need those checks.
He says staff are trying to keep up with the influx of calls and requests.
Department of Workforce Development, they're doing the best they can. We're adding more staff and we're hiring temp workers.
While people wait to go back to work, Republicans are taking the issue to extend the safer at home order until May 26 to the state Supreme Court.
I think it's nothing more than a political game and a political power grab.
He says the order is reasonable, and the plan to reopen Wisconsin was put together with guidance from the Trump administration and the CDC. If Republicans win the lawsuit, Evers says the legislature can do whatever it wants, causing confusion.
As we mess around with this, people are dying. And for, I would say, illegitimate reason, and that is a political power grab.
Political issues aside, Evers says overwhelmingly Wisconsinites have participated in Safer at Home and understand that it saves lives.
Patience is important, but I'm really proud of the people of Wisconsin, the way they've responded so far.
In La Crosse, Mal Meyer, News 8 Now.
Local Republican Representative Nancy Vandermeer of Tomah also weighed in on rolling out a reopening of the state.
I have the opportunity to talk to a great number of my constituents, and during that initial 30-day period, they were very fearful. And I don't know that sense of, concern is going to go away that quickly.
But Representative Vandermeer says she is concerned for small business owners that she hears from and their ability to survive this economic hardship. She thinks it might be possible to open Wisconsin in a more regional way where there are more COVID-19 cases, have a slower reopening, and in those areas that have fewer cases, maybe they could reopen sooner. Well, a permit to hold a rally against Wisconsin's stay-at-home order is being denied. The permit asked to be cleared to rally on the grounds of the state capitol. Organizers say they're proceeding with the event on Friday, permit or not. The rally is the latest in a string of events in Wisconsin and elsewhere organized by those calling for the economy to reopen now. More than 4,800 people have tested positive for the coronavirus in Wisconsin. That is an increase of 225 new cases in the state's largest one-day increase during the pandemic. At least 246 people have died. A new case is also being reported in Monroe County. 16 new negative test results are being reported in La Crosse County. At the La Crosse County news briefing today, La Crosse County's public health nursing manager said part of the plan in our area is to increase testing for the virus.
So I know that Gunderson and Mayo are both really intentionally trying to bring more testing online. I know that Gunderson was in the process of bringing on some new technology that would facilitate expanded testing this week, hoping to see that up and running within the next week. So I would expect to see an increase in our regional numbers over the next couple of weeks as testing starts to ramp up.
Cutts also pointed out that not only is it possible for the number of cases to go up as testing increases during the next couple of weeks, but it could also go up again over the next several months as people become more mobile and stay-at-home orders are relaxed. Members of Wisconsin's National Guard are continuing to provide support around the state during this pandemic. Guard members have helped to set up isolation space for at-risk homeless in Milwaukee. They have also helped state residents that were on a cruise ship with COVID-19. In those cases, returning to their homes, as well as staffing polling locations. The work of the Guard members will continue in the weeks ahead.
We deployed 2 more mobile testing sites this week in the city of Milwaukee and are bringing 8 additional teams online in the coming days to be available to establish additional testing sites at locations still to be determined across the state.
National Guard members are also helping to distribute protective equipment to areas in need around the state. In Iowa, more than 3,700 people have tested positive. 90 people have died in Iowa. There are also 45 cases in Allamakee County, 8 in Winneshiek County. No new cases, though, are being reported in Winona County. Minnesota is reporting more than 2,700 people infected with coronavirus and at least 160 deaths. Well, a breakthrough for rapid widespread testing of COVID-19 is announced today in Minnesota. Governor Tim Walz, along with representatives from the state's healthcare systems, including Mayo Clinic and the University of Minnesota, launched a statewide testing strategy to test all people who are showing symptoms of the virus, isolate confirmed cases, and also expand public health surveillance tools. The plan will allow the state to test as many as 20,000 people a day. The leaders say the increased testing and tracing capabilities will help to control the pandemic and support the safe reopening of the state. And thanks so much for joining us for this coronavirus update. You can always get the latest information anytime on our website, news8000.com, or download our mobile app. We hope to see you back here tonight at 10.